Hi, it's Sabrina. Join me with a lineup of incredible experts as we inspire you
It's you transcending.
to redesign your life. I love this, one small change at a time. This is the Sabrina Soto Show. Come on in. Bobby,
Sabrina.
I would say like welcome to my home, but you've been here before.
Come here. Yeah, are you at Auntie
Bubba.
Sabrina's house?
Hi.
Yeah.
Bobby, how long have we been friends?
Since
A long time.
almost 2 decades.
Yeah, almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
I really can't tell you how proud I am of you, what you've accomplished. Looking back in your life, what do you think you've taken from how many times you've sort of had to reinvent yourself?
People would always be like, oh, you need to stay at the same job and work your way up. I'm like, no. You need to get that job. You need to get that next title. And, I would, I'm gonna embellish, take those artistic liberties a little bit. I'd get the next bigger job.
Yes.
But I would always never I would never bite off something that I couldn't chew.
Yeah.
Even though it was a job that I hadn't done before, even though it was something that I didn't know how to do, I would teach myself. Learn to say no, but never say no when it's an opportunity.
I think a lot of people watching want to change careers, want to reinvent themselves, but they say no because they're like, well, I don't know how to do it yet. But take the opportunity and then learn while you're taking the opportunity.
Yes. A lot of people are like, oh, well, faking it till you make it, you're a fraud. Not necessarily.
But didn't you feel like an imposter? Because I did.
Oh, I still do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
half the time I still do. You've got to put the hard work in. If you're going to fake it till you make it,
Right.
you got to put the hard work in to make it.
Yes.
You can't just fake it and coast and then, oh, well, that didn't work out, then move on to fake it to something else, because that is a hustler. That is a fraud.
Yeah.
So if you're going to fake it till you make it, you've got to hustle. You've got to put in the work to really teach yourself that thing that you start off faking.
You're a designer, obviously, and I was kind of nervous to have you at the house. I think that there are a few places I need help with, but I know that you have certain areas of a house that you think people should focus on. What are they?
Organization. That's, to me, the biggest thing. My book is called Ride at Home, How Good Design is Good for the Mind. And it's not about, oh, here's a bunch of pretty pictures of how you should do your house. It's about getting into the psyche of why you should do your house this way. But one of the chapters is all about organization, and mental health, and how chaos around you creates chaos in your mind.
I could not agree more.
I'm a Virgo, I have ADD, I have autism. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
And so I have to have my home organized. And one of the things, and I sat down and instantly loved, is trays. Trays are my favorite thing. For me, it's a place for everything and everything in its place.
Yeah.
And so what I love about the way you've styled your coffee table / ottoman is the things that you styled are on a tray. So they look beautiful, they're spaced perfectly. But if you want to come in here
And
prop your
pick up my feet, yeah.
you take the whole tray up, and when you're done, you put the whole tray back, and it's still perfect.
I love a tray.
You want to have your dinner here? Trays for days.
Okay, so is this Bobby approved?
This is definitely Bobby approved.
Can I show you?
I also love that this is a functional thing.
Yeah, because
Like,
I play with Olivia.
Yes, it's a game. Like when people come over, it's something that you can do while you have conversation. Because a lot of people are fidgety. I'm fidgety. I like to be doing something while I'm talking, like, petting my dog.
Well, I would love to pet her too.
Yeah,
Can I show you a few other hot spots in my
Please,
house too?
yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
Come on.
You want to go see?
All right, so this is obviously here in the living room.
Yes.
And it's where Olivia does her homework and draws, but I don't know how to make it look a little more elevated. What would Bobby do?
So for me, again, it's, everything in its place. And especially for kids, it's a really great way to teach them some responsibility and some organizing skills by bringing over these little vessels. So, with pencils, instead of just having, pencils here,
Yeah,
have your pencils.
in a cute cup.
Yeah, in a cute cup.
You obviously don't have kids. You put the
I
point
know,
down.
I thought about that as I did it. Everything I feel like should have its little place.
Okay, I
And
like
again, when I'm sure she uses paper clips and the
Yeah.
thumbtacks, each has a little place. And
Okay.
again, this is a really great way to teach a child how everything should have its place.
So trays, and vessels.
Trays, and vessels. And then
Okay.
also, I love that you have this cork board up here already, because it gives her a way to, even though I'm sure you probably displayed this, it gives her a way,
No, she did all this art. She
to
did
put her
this
art
stuff.
up to display, and then it's her little spot. And
Yeah.
this area is her responsibility.
Okay.
So that way, when you come in and you see, Olivia, your stuff isn't in its place, everything isn't in its place, she can come over. This is her responsibility.
Okay, now I want to show you something in the kitchen.
Okay, perfect. So we all love a coffee bar in a hotel.
Yeah.
Often a lot of people have their coffee maker hidden or everything in a cabinet. And I actually like to have everything out. I like to have everything in its place.
Okay.
So I had you get this for the coffee grinds.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I actually like putting them in a glass because I think coffee grinds are really pretty.
Yeah.
I like the texture of them.
Okay.
I like the color of them. So we
All
put
right.
those in there. And then, a lot of people will put their little sugar cubes out. That's gross. Dust. I'll have to put you down. You can sit right there. So put the sugar in there as well. And so that way you're not getting, dust on your sugar.
Okay.
And again, I'm all about designing with texture.
Yes.
And so I think this is a really pretty texture.
Okay.
It's great decor. And then you've got your, oh girl, look. Sabrina Soto show, you got your shelf. And again, I love it because it is movable, it's transportable. You can bring it out wherever you want and you put it right back and you know that this is where everything goes.
I have another kitchen conundrum.
Kitchen conundrum.
I have tried everything, Bobby, to make this look cute. I got this little cute holder.
Okay.
I have a box, but it still is a mess. And I honestly don't even know how to wrap my head around it. So what would Bobby do?
Again, trays, because even this
Looks
is
better
go on a tray. And the thing about sticking mail behind here,
Which, yeah.
it stays behind there.
Right.
And you never see it again. I like putting mail flat like this because then I notice it and I'm like, oh wait, I need to go through that. So that way and it's here, and
It does look
actually
better on a tray.
putting that on that side, putting that here, also then your sunglasses can go on top. This can nest right here. I usually like to have a console in the entryway, but we don't always have room for that depending on the house. So if your kitchen counter is the first spot that you land when you come in, this is the great spot for it.
I do have a problem in my little entryway. Can I show you?
Yeah.
All right, so this situation here.
I love this.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
because a lot of times when people want to do a bench and they don't have room for a console and a bench and storage, they'll do like one of those storage benches.
Yeah.
Shoes go there to die.
Okay.
You can't see them. They go in there. You don't know what's in there. I like that you put this little basket down there for her shoes. If you tried to stack them in there, they just go everywhere. But because you put it in a basket, she can actually see all the shoes that are in there.
Right.
And so, because often we'll just keep wearing the same ones that are just on top.
On the top.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, wait, I forgot I love
I have
these.
those
And I
shoes.
know it because I can see them.
Okay, so it's
So I
body
really
appearance.
like this. Yes.
Yeah, and because this house has zero storage. So I have to have things out. How are we feeling about the coat rack?
I love a coat rack. Well, a lot of times people just think of a coat rack as, oh, I can only put coats on it. But no, it's multi-purpose. You can put hats on it, you can put coats, but it's also a really great bag rack. Things need to be functional. They can't always just be pretty.
That's
A
right.
lot of designers only worry about how to make things pretty.
I know.
And they don't think about the way their clients are actually gonna live in a home. If you put a bunch of stores that you can't see what's going on, then things get lost.
That's right.
Things get forgotten about.
I learned something for my life and for my home. It's okay to fake it till you make it.
Yes.
And trays for days.
Trays for days.
Everything in its place. And
Place for everything and everything in its place.
yeah, I love
Love
it.
you.